up time! Right guys, so welcome back to the channel. This is Al's Arachnids. I am of course Al. Today I'm going to be joined by a special guest on the channel. We're going to be talking about our Gooty Sapphire Ornamental, or the Poecilotheria Metallica. Mine is a nightmare, so I'm going to try and feed it. It now lives in the cork bark, if you can remember the enclosure. Once we go this, I'll go through the enclosure. I'm going to try and feed it, see how we get on. I'm 90% sure mine's a female. Not sure about Gavs. Hopefully he'll tell you about that, because I've not received a video from him yet. I'm just pre-recording, getting ready for when he does. So hope you guys enjoy this. This is one of the most strikingly stunning spiders on the planet, and in my top 3 any day. But let's get into the video and let's have a look. Ciao for now.
Hi everyone, it's Gav from Gavs Tarantulas, and this video today is a big thank you to Al from Al's Arachnids, and we're doing a little combo video, and this is one of our personal favourites. I think we both love this species, the arboreal, and it is the P. Metallica, the Gooty Sapphire Ornamental. So this is a personal favourite of both of ours. We're trying to breed these together at the moment, so I hope you enjoy, and here's the footage of my adult female. Okay everyone, so here's the enclosure, one of these big round tubs I've got from a Gooty, and you can see that there's some extensive webbing low and high, but just the mould level in here, and you can see a Mario worm there that's buried, so I need to get that out as well. So it's about time I've changed this, and previously done a molt just over a week ago, so I just want to get her housed so I can get her in and settled. So just trying to figure out how best to get her out, because she is running around in circles here and gets a little bit startled, so I think I'm just going to have to pull this whole thing out. But I did originally put this cork bark big tube in the centre thinking she would stay inside, but recently found that she has the entrance at the top, she's blocked off the bottom with a lot of substrate as well, but she doesn't go in there anymore because there's only one way in and out. So I figured that what I'm going to do is take this out, clean it, and then break the cork tubes so there's an entrance in the top and the bottom, so if she feels threatened she can still get out the bottom and in the top. So I'm just trying to catch her here, and as I said, she's an adult female, so she's a very, very good size. She's all scrunched up there, but beautiful vibrant colours. You get a better look at her in a minute or so once we get her back into the enclosure. But for me, this one I've had since a sling, and this one is very, very chilled. There we go, so you can see the enclosure I've done. I've super glued the, hot glued the water dish in on the top, but you can see where I've broken the same cork tube just so she can slide in and out, and I've given some cover of the branches there. And just put some water in, nice and clean all the way down, cleaned it all the way out through, and you can see the bottom right there, I've created a hole so she can get in and out, as you can see there, top and bottom, so she shouldn't feel so threatened, so she shouldn't stay on the outside of the glass. So just try and coax her up here. She is a very, very chilled tarantula, never really given me a threat display. You see previous videos of me rehousing her when she was smaller, she may have done once, but now she's got really, really chilled. So I literally just leave her alone when I feed her. And I took the molt out, and that molt was at 16 centimeters, so she is bigger than that now, so I don't know exactly how big she is. So I don't think she'll get any bigger in size or leg span, but she'll get a bit more plumper now. The abdomen will get a little bit bigger as well. But we'll see if we can give a bit of a close-up here. So you can see it's definitely cleaned up. Cork tube is a lot better, so hopefully she'll use it. And then we have, so close-up of the Poecilotheria Metallica. And you can see the yellow bands across the legs there, and almost grey and white abdomen and carapace with like the blue sheen on the chelicerae. But she is definitely, she's been just over a week after she's molted, but she still needs to harden up, but I had to get her out of that one, so I did it now. And we'll just see if we can encourage her to go up and in. So I had to wait a little bit of time. That's where you see the variation on the light there. The light's gone down outside, but I thought I'd do it by the window just so you can see the brightness of the colours. But as you see, I'm just touching her, no aggression whatsoever. She's not really bothered. I could potentially handle this one quite easily, but I do stress to others, do not do this. And there we go, so you can see the red mouth parts with the black fangs and the yellow bands, absolutely gorgeous. One thing I've noticed this time, which I'll show you when I go in here, is the hairs on the abdomen look red, which I've not noticed before. So that whether that's in a mature one, but you can see they're just red. It's like a red sheen, which maybe just the light affecting on them, but there you have it. So thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.
Alright guys, so as you can read, this is my postal theory Metallica or Gooty Sapphire Ornamental. Name Orion. Anyone who knows Metallica will get that. It's a song of theirs. We're going to try something we haven't done because I did a little rehouse a little while ago, which I'll put a card up in the corner about now for this one. And apart from the first couple of days where it made a web here, I've not seen it. So we're going to try and feed it. I know it's in this tube because I've just looked. So there, I'm going to say she because I'm pretty sure that she is a female. But I'm going to try and draw her out with some food. I don't know how that's going to go because, as I said, I haven't seen her from ages in here. If I can even get an angle for you guys. Is that interested or is that running away? I haven't been able to get this one to feed for ages. I would say it's in primo, but I actually think it's gone further away, isn't it? Here we can see in this one. It's probably a better angle, but because of how much this takes up, I can't really get an angle of it. It's a problem I've got at the moment. Oh god, definitely not going to get an angle dropping it down there. A bit of zooming in, but yeah, the worm's kind of just burying itself. This is a problem I have with this enclosure. I'm going to have to take it off the tripod to try and get in there. Unfortunately. Yeah, there we go. Bit of a better picture for you, but it looks like, the colour wise, it looks like it's just molted, but I cannot see a molt in here anywhere. So, not 100% sure. I wonder if I can keep the camera there and go in via the other one with another worm. Or I could drop a second worm in just to make it worse. Jesus Christ, this enclosure. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. Right guys, anyway, that's probably the best I'm going to be able to get you for my P Metallica. But just the colours on it are unbelievable. Look at that blue and yellow. Yes, the flash is on my phone. No, this is not edited in any way for people thinking that I've put some kind of filter on it. This is just how stunning a P Metallica is. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to see it feed. Hopefully it will turn around and eat one of the worms in a minute. It's not a big fan of having light shined in its face, so Orion, I do apologise. And let's finish the vidlay off. Right guys, so hopefully you enjoyed that video. Unfortunately, as I did allude to in the intro, I wasn't sure if mine was going to feed. Again, it's not fed while I've seen it. Again, having the light in its eyes isn't going to help it. So hopefully it will go back and it will eat one or both of those worms. They do normally climb out at some point from the cork bark. So once they've climbed out from the cork bark, I will remove them from the enclosure if it looks like Orion's not going to eat them. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Remember, check out Gav's channel. Subscribe to it if you haven't. He's got more subscribers than me, so I'd imagine you have. But if you haven't, please do me the favour of checking the guy out. Not only is he a great keeper. Although any breeding experience, he does seem to murder the male every single time. But apart from that, yeah, and he's a great friend of mine as well. Unfortunately, we will not be going to BTS this year unless it gets postponed again till next year. Then technically this year's BTS we will be going to. But as it stands, he's in Mexico. I'm not sharing a room with anyone else just because I don't really know anyone enough in the hobby. So unfortunately I won't be there. My next one will probably be EntoCon or Bugfest or whatever it's going to be in February sometime. But guys, massive thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now. Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ours Arachnids. Today I'm going to be joined by a special guest, Gav from Gavs Tarantulas. Everybody should know him by now. I'm not going to introduce him anymore. He's Gav. He has spiders.